Hello Wanderers, welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series in the All Under Heaven DLC, playing as the one and only Kong Jiaojin, the great descendant of Confucius, or I should probably say, the descendant of the great Confucius, for we are not all that great. In fact, we have been assigned to a very remote and very rural posting over in the county of Lei Xiang here, and as you can see, our new posting has a small hill fort, and that's pretty much it. It's a castle size 1. The nearby town of Qingning it's not even a town, it is just a village. And, you know, is there a religious community? No, but there is a shrine. There's a single shrine here in our region. So yeah, we are in a very remote place. I think we must have pissed somebody off in one of these examinations, or just in our rise among the scholar officials of the land, because this posting is it is not the greatest one that we could have gotten, that's for sure. But in any case, we are currently on our way there, and as we're passing through the mountains of Huichi, we find ourselves encountering a young boy, a young mountain boy, and that is exactly the name that we have given him. This is a feral child that we come across here during our pass through the mountains here. He is of the Hmong people, so that's the people here in this mountainous region, with that local faith, which is the Dap Kuas, which is an unreformed faith, a household-centered spirit, an ancestor faith where families honor domesticated house spirits. Yeah, pretty cool. This boy has basically like found his way to our little caravan as we move our household there. And we have taken him in. He doesn't speak. He seems, like I said, a feral child, and so I think we're gonna try to educate this child, and perhaps we shall, teach him to be a good Confucius, follower of the ways of Confucius. Oh, he has a chance to become our disciple as well, which is cool. Has a chance to get the Confucian education trait. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can turn this rowdy boy into a proper scholar, so that's what we're gonna do there with Shanzi. So in any case, let's continue on our journey here. We have to make our way through the mountains. Oh man, this is a long journey. We're going through some swamps, floodplains over here as well. It's oh yeah, we're our county is in debt because we haven't even arrived there, and it's so rural. Like, I could go and get there's some ways I will be able to fix some of this stuff, but yeah, this is not a great county to be taking up. So we're gonna do our best though. We're gonna try to turn it into something better. It seems that our caravan has become a little lost in these foreign lands. Chiang has been trailing us around Zi Qing for hours, and though she at last swallowed her pride and asked for directions, she does not appear to be an expert Hmongic speaker. Let me try. All right, we're gonna try to speak Hmongic, but we got lost. Apparently we do not speak the Hmong language. So we're gonna continue making our way through the mountains. It is not an easy journey. And our wife was pregnant along the way as well. Xiao Lao has been so brave and given us another daughter, Zhang Zi. Yeah, I think that seems like a fine name. So our wife gives birth on this months-long, maybe a month long, or at least several weeks long journey from our former house in Chengdu, all the way to the middle of nowhere. We're really in the boonies here. And we didn't even get to move all of our household. Like, we're gonna have to get the estate moved over, like, later. We couldn't even bring all of our stuff yet. Ugh, painful. Just as we're about to set out, it starts pouring rain. Rain as far as the eye can see. I can't help but curse my poor luck. But I had seen the dark clouds come for a while. Yeah, indeed he has. We are a melancholic person. If we want to make our journey on time, we have to set up, but it is a risky journey with the weather being what it is. I mean, our wife is literally just gave birth. There's no way that we are pushing her beyond that. So we'll stay here in this, around this little shrine that we're at. And there we go. We have finally arrived in our new home. At long last, I am finally home. There's nothing better than arriving in our new county here. I look forward to resting for some time, but the call of the road beckons ever. No, I don't think it does. My caravan master reports that we have journeyed 400 days and traversed 40 baronies. This can't have taken a full year. Sure, that doesn't track. No, our wife was like 3 months pregnant when we left. I think it's counting this journey here from like the entire time that we spent up in that examination. But our wife was pregnant for 3 months when we left here. So I guess it was a 6-month journey. Half a year though, still, to get there. Man, that is a long journey. Jeez, thank heaven I can go inside again. Man, we really got sent out into the middle of nowhere. Crazy. All right. So we are now home. Lady Chow Lao, her exasperated cries spoils a quiet moment. How am I to go about forging a brew when my hammer keeps going missing? Somebody lost the hammer along the journey. Great. All right, let's go home. Let's get to our new home. All right, so we're in debt, which is great. So we got lackluster administration. So imagine getting to this like new little place. We have ourselves, you know, this is our new liege, or you know, our new senior official here, Governor Liu Shide. And as we get here to this new little place, we can see that we do have troops now. 85. We have 85 levies. And unfortunately, our new governor, Liu Shide, has informed us that the garrison here is going to be ruled, or is going to be managed by one of his men, and that is Ying Zhang. As you can see here, this character, or this person, claims descent from one of the most storied and powerful ancient emperors, though that is a little bit disputed. He absolutely despises the weak Confucian scholar officials, so basically us. So yeah, he's already, as soon as we come into our new position, he already sees himself as our rival. However, we have been informed by our governor that he is going to be in charge of the garrison here, which means that we need to replace Hao Jie with the new guy, Ying Zhang. So that is, or Ying Zhang here. So that is, yeah, we come in and already we're kind of getting screwed over here. So we have to fire Hao Jie because Zhang here is being, essentially we're forced to put him into that position. Can we find a role for Jie in our household? I mean, he would be a terrible administrator. Chief administrator, what is this? Serve an important role, administering servants and keeping everything running smoothly. I mean, he's too old to be a fighter. Supervisor of hunts? You know what? He's not very good at it, but I think that we need to honor Hao Jie here for what he's done for us thus far. So even though he's not particularly good at it, he'll still boost control and things like that. So yeah, we're gonna put him as our chief administrator just because we need to honor this man who has served us well so far. So that is what we're gonna do there. But yeah, now we have someone who hates us managing our very small garrison that we have at the fortress here. So yeah, it's a little bit of a rough start, but we'll have to see how this all plays out. Now, we are a little bit in debt. Can we do anything about this? I know that we can request some funds from the Minister of Revenue, and I mean, we probably should do that. You know, we come to this place, we find out it's like, I imagine that the fortress here is like decaying and decrepit, like it hasn't been kept up. You know, the village is like, they probably barely, you know, are managing, you know, keeping the bandits at bay and things like that here. So first things first, we're gonna probably suck it up and request some funds from the treasury in order to try to get the, you know, well, I don't know, do we? I mean, we can't afford to keep this going. Yeah, we need some funds to make this work. Unless we can, I'm just trying to think if we can do this without having to request funds, just from a roleplay perspective, but we don't have any money, and we're not making any. Vassal development, yeah. Is there any way that we can do something here? Write our thoughts down? Maybe. Oh yeah, we can study poetry and things like that. We might do that while we're here. But oh man, I don't see any other way to do this other than just to get some money for the treasury, because yeah, we need to build this up. So we're gonna suck it up. We'll make the request. It's unfortunate that the first thing we have to do at our new job is basically, you know, beg for some funds, but I think if we pen a letter that describes the situation that we find ourselves here, and we use our good wits to make it a you know, a reasonable plea, I think that they will send us the funds that we need. So that's what we're gonna do there. All right, so excellent. We do have some funds in our treasury now. All right, so what is the first step? Can we use our treasury to pay for this? We can. Militia camps. I'd really like to pick something that could boost up our revenue. Quarries. Oh, quarries does increase our tax. Ooh, but I don't really. Oh man, that's a lot from our treasury here to build up those quarries. What about if we go into the town? Can we build anything for cheaper? We do hold. The city is, I believe, yeah, the city is a holding that we can actually hold. So if we do build something here, we can actually get the money directly back out of it. Forestry, hunting grounds. Is there like guilds? I bet there's not just like a market. That's what I'd want. But forestry, maybe we could start to build up the forestry. That does give a nice little chunk of money. Taxes. Oh man. But we're losing money so fast. I'm gonna let time play out for just a little bit here. A predatory beast governance issue has appeared in Changle. With Changli. Changle? That was a very English pronunciation. Hey, and our tutor has educated Shanzi. Nice. Oh, there's hunting here. Oh, predatory beasts. Solve the situation potentially using your martial, stewardship, or prowess. I mean, we should probably try to do this, right? My judgment as governor is needed. Ooh, this is the first time we've been able to do this. Oh, and we've been appointed as the seneschal. Hey, that's nice. Oh, and we probably get paid for this as well. Subject salary, nice. So wild beasts eat the animals of a local game preserve and harry the locals. Sightings are reported near their villages. Bloody incidents. Yeah, we really are in the boonies here. Like, there's just nothing. And just wild beasts roaming around. Take the contract? I mean, we need to deal with this. The news from Changli is dire and fearfully told. Local wildlife are becoming scarcer and scarcer. Their numbers collapsing due to a growing hyena. Are hyenas a thing in China? I did not know that. I thought that was more of an African animal, but maybe they've got the Chinese hyena. These fiends, made braver by their mounting numbers, are not content with depopulating the wilderness, but can now be seen lurking around my people's settlements. Livestock and children are closely watched, but still, the outskirts of Changli are not safe. Need to do something? Yeah, they will be dealt with in time. No, I think we'll go. We'll go to Changli. Cost? Ugh, we don't. Okay, wait, no. Let's. We don't need all that. So it's just gonna cost us 3, which is fine. I'll boost it up. Nah, whatever. We can go now. It's fine. All right, my arrival in Changli is amidst tragedy and worry. Locals mutter that, in the safety of an enclosure, a prize camel was recently torn apart by an enormous hyena. A quick ride about the region proves this information reliable. Wild game is rare to see, and the signs of hyena attacks are everywhere. They say an infant is missing. They say tiny, shattered bones were found. Oh gosh. Local peasants can handle it. I've always wanted an exotic pet. Martial challenge. Yikes. Failure. It's only a 25% chance. The local peasants can. Local bushcraft prevails. Okay. The peasants are but fodder. What happens if we fail this? Your pens remain empty. Send your guards to capture as many of the animals as they can. I feel like I don't think we want an exotic pet. I think that as a well-learned man, we would understand that the local peasants probably have the knowledge needed to do this. So still, it's only a 45% chance, but let's try it. Can't wait. Predatory beasts. Gnashing teeth. Oh no. Claws like spearheads, great slobbering maws just behind. Blind with terror, we flee the forest of Changli, hardly escaping with our lives. The hyena menace here is truly unstoppable. Perhaps it is even the wild servants of Mara who haunt this hamlet. Lai Hama. I can only depart, leaving the locals to be terrorized by the creatures. Oh, this is not a good start to our prefecture ship. Prefect ship? Oh no. Damn. And that's not gonna look good even for I bet you Zhang here was like demanding that we send his men out to go and capture it, and then with the failure of that, he's like looking at us just so like disgusted and disappointed. So yeah, ugh, man, rough start. This is things are just not going up. And there's like raiders as well, or who are these barterers? Oh, I wish they would come and barter with us. Yeah, I know that these this new Wanua realm, they can come and barter, but I don't think they're gonna come that far inland. At least our wife has finished her brooch, a masterwork trinket. Tiny bit of prestige, a little bit of spouse opinion. I mean, I love it. It's a great gift, my wife. Thank you. Oh, yeah, this is a rough start. Oh, are they gonna come to our realm? That would be nice if they did some bartering over here. I mean, we can't make another request, right? Learning perk. All right, I guess we go with scientific. Yeah, probably scientific. I think that makes sense. We do want to get Sculler. Dang, we should have sent. You know who we should have sent after the hyenas? Shanzi. But this kid could have found him. The mountain boy who probably has hunted down things like that before. It's just too much. I cannot make sense of the meaning of the banquet. All my notes are wrong, useless. Dearest, what are your studies troubling you? My wife, Chow Lao, asked softly, carrying a tray of TKs. Man, I think that Zhao Jian is like feeling super depressed right now. You know, he comes in, he's got sent so far away from his lands. You know, he's out in the middle of nowhere. You know, just things are not going well. His first like few months just not going well here. Like the journey here was hard. It's just been a tough year or two for Zhao Jin. And then in his studies, he's not been able to focus on his studies. Why don't? But our wife says, "Dearest, are your studies troubling you? Why don't you let me join you? There's nothing we can't do if we put our minds to." Oh my gosh, she is the best wife. Oh, and have one of the cakes. I made them for you. Wow, we lucked out with Chow Lao here. She's a great wife. Please bring me ink and blank sheets. Servile partner, your support means everything to me. Assisting, no, we don't want a servile partner. Not a fan of that. But assisting partner, hey, that seems good. We're gonna get a critical stress break. All I need in this moment is you. Aww. No, your support means everything to me. We'll take the critical stress break here. We'll see if we get a mental break, but I don't think we will. All right, well, since we didn't get one, I think we should probably try writing our thoughts down. We gain occupied writing for 1 year. I think we should just try, you know, while we're here in the mountains, I think like this is where, you know, if I'm imagining the story of Zhao Jian, depending on how things go in the future, I imagine that there's going to be this period where he gets sent to Chunjiao and the Chunjiao province here. And, you know, he's up in the mountains, and this is where he pens some of his most famous works. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So we're going to start writing our thoughts down here. Stress coping, flowing ink. I grab a pen and open my journal. With each sentence that graces the paper, I feel my shoulders relaxing. The clarity this process brings is unrivaled. I dip my pen once more. There we go. So we lose a little bit of stress. We're feeling just like a tiny bit better. I think we might want to... Should we study poetry? I'm tempted to actually even... to perform a ritual sacrifice. We need not travel far in order to demonstrate true devotion. A journey to a nearby shrine and making a sacrificial offering. We can retain the favor of the divine for the foreseeable future. Yeah, you know what? This might be good. Performing ritual at the local shrine. Yeah, okay. I think we could do this. We don't really have the money to spend performing ritual at local shrine. What is this? Yeah, okay, this is slightly better. No, we don't have that much money. Yeah, I think we'll do this at our own shrine. Sacrifice to heaven. An offering at the Chunjiao family shrine is perhaps not as impressive as one made in a great temple, but can be just as important act of devotion. As I perform the ritual offering, I'm filled with inner peace that I've not felt in a while. And of course, our Li Sheng, Zhu Jie, is going to help perform the ritual. So there we go. That is done. There we go. And there, I lose a little bit of stress as well. So we're feeling a little better. I think this is the time where we could study some poetry as well. Oh, we will gain a lot of stress. I mean, I think that's fine. We, you know, it's gonna be a stressful time for us here. You know, this isn't the best situation to be in, but it is what it is. All right, so hey, oh. Hell yes, Nijiraya. This guy just brought in 115 to our treasury. Brilliant man. Oh my gosh. Can we like promote? What does this do? Promote Nijiraya. I'm not even really sure what this scheme does. If successful, gains opinion of us, gains promoted, boosting the candidate score. Well, I don't think I'll do that, but is there any influence career? Candidate score? You know what? I think we'll... no, that costs a lot of influence. Can we... I want to do something for him, though. name him Master of the Hunt. He's average at it. Yeah, you know, I mean, that seems reasonable. Let's see, is there anything else we can do? Challenge to board game, learn language, sway. Let's see. Providing boosted candidate score for all appointments. I mean, it'll be unfortunate if he goes away, but maybe we do this. Proponent. Yeah, I think we'll just try to, you know, let's just try to boost him. I don't know. I just think that we got to reward the guy somehow, right? I'm just gonna invite people here. We're just trying to, like, you know, give him a little boost. Maybe he'll get an appointment. That would suck if we lost him, but you know what? He deserves it. Metaphors and syllables, endless days and sleepless nights have gone by towards my comprehension of poetry. Sheets of paper fly through the air left and right, leaving only scribbles with a trail of ink behind it in my pursuit of knowledge. The time has come for me to choose a path forward. Is this something worth pursuing, or should I give up the chase? Spare no effort, I will understand. Yeah, I think we want to get the trait poet. So there we go. Took a stress break, but not a mental break. So there we go. But we did gain the trait poet. So that is, yeah, there we go. So we are now a poet. So that is good. All right, nothing else we can do here right now, but we can now probably build up something here to start boosting our income. Guilds is going to cost us a lot, but it's not going to give us that, like the 35. I think we build the forestry. I think if we, well, maybe hunting grounds. No. Increases hunting. It's success chance? Is there, like, can we hunt those hyenas down? Probably not. Oh, right, we forgot to do the inspection. All right, we should definitely let's do the inspection before anything else. We've settled in, it's been a couple months. I think it's time to really just do like a full audit of our lands, so which we can do for free. So literally it's just one place. So oversee intent, survey intent. See what learnings we can bring back from the local bureaucracy to bring back to our capital. The local stewards and nobles are known for their extra taxes and deep pockets. Yeah, you know what? Let's sort this out. Well, this seems more like a learning one. Chance to improve success chance, or a chance to gain additional bonuses for the capital. Let's do a survey intent one. I feel like that just makes more sense for our character. And can we put... Oh, and it's free, so we might as well do significant funding, right? So yeah, let's do it. It's free. We might as well. Absolutely. Let's start the inspection. So thankfully our inspection here was paid for. As I arrive in Chunjiao, I am brought to the study. A group of servants attend all my needs and fuss around me for a while until I ask them to leave. How am I meant to focus on my task at hand if they keep running around the room? With them out of the way, I can finally start working on my plans, which is to improve the bureaucracy here in Chunjiao. The inspection will attempt to improve taxes, by a decent chunk. Improve development. Oh no, this is what it is currently. And improve control. Ensure the people here remember why I am their liege. No, that doesn't make sense. We got to improve the bureaucracy. So let's see if we can manage to succeed in that. Dilapidated city walls. Oh no. As we surveyed, yeah, I told you guys, like the whole place is falling apart. As we surveyed the more obscure regions of Chunjiao, Chao Lao and I find a small area referred to as the Mountains of Shikang. Besides some few goat herders, there does not seem to be anyone living around here. Whenever we pass by them, they look at us with suspicion in their eyes. If I want to ensure my control of Chunjiao, I need to get a better grasp on the populace, even in these remote lands. Send some people to set up a small outpost in the region. Holding of Shikeng gets a small outpost. That could be good. I need to reach out to the locals. Gets a ruler visit. Popular opinion could be boosted. And we could get new goods. Invest in some roads so I can send people out there. Ooh, success chance and a toll road. I like that. You know what? I think we'll build some roads for the area. And this is something that I imagine that some of our guys like you know, Shen Yan and Zhu Jie, like these are guys who are definitely going to be promoting this option. We can spare the funds now. Our treasury is looking a little healthier thanks to Nijaraya. And so I'm definitely willing to offer up a little bit in that regard. After thoroughly scrutinizing all the documents I could find, I have managed to wrestle out some extra budget I can reallocate to alleviate some of the local infrastructure issues troubling the county. I only need to figure out which section of the bureaucracy is in most need of some extra aid. Fixing our local tax loopholes will pay for itself in due time. The mansions around Chunjiao need aid. Learning challenge. Pretty good success chance. The local garrison has been struggling of late. I absolutely know that Zhang Ying here, or Ying Zhang, is going to be wanting us to do that. Actually, I need that money. No, we're not going to do that. Fixing the local tax loopholes will pay for itself in time. This seems like we got a decent chance of this, so we could get improved taxes for 10 years, holding taxes. Development growth increases by 10. I mean, it's a pretty decent chance. What happens if we do this one? Improved development for 10 years. Which is not too bad. No, I think we got to fix the tax loopholes. So let's see if we can pull that off. Scheme successful? Successful. Wow. Before I can govern the land, I must first govern my desk. The annals of Duke Min Lia, or Min E, open before me. A sagely work foundation of righteous rule. Through its words, I will deepen my knowledge and trace the footsteps of Kong Shi. Only Kongxi? Yeah, Kongxi. Only through discipline will I prevail. I will comb the texts for hidden truths. Ooh. 3 cups of tea, no sleep till the last page turns. Oh, no, we can't. Yeah, no. Let's wisdom comes to he who is patient. Now let's reduce the stress break. We are patient. Oh, of course. Wait, who is this guy? Some new guy? I find myself yet again in conversation with some of the locals about how I should prioritize the restructuring of Chunjiao. Move and rebuild the old town walls, my liege. Captain Wang Chi Yi of the local garrison. Oh, so this must be one of Zhang's guys here, who's also not a big fan of us, apparently. Think about how much more space we would have for a new residential district. No, the old merchant district is in dire need of a touch-up. Shu Yi, a representative of the local guilds, cuts into the conversation shamelessly. Imagine how much more lively the town will be with an active merchant district. Let's focus on the crumbling walls of Chunjiao. Success chance increases, room for expansion. I mean, the construction cost is good. Invested in guilds for 10 years. Development growth. Let's see. We go with the guilds. I mean, we've seen that the walls are literally crumbling and the hyenas and all of that. I think that this time we're going to go with the military here because the people need to be protected. So let's focus on rebuilding the old crumbling walls of Chunjiao. I don't think that this is going to win us any points with Zhang, but I think it is the right decision to make in this case here. Only 32% success chance. That is not very good. At times, it looked like there would be an end to the corruption haunting Xinjiao, but at every turn, something new needed to be fixed. There was always another bandit group pillaging, another corrupt noble hiding away taxes, or another building that needed renovation. Though it was a heroic effort on my part, there's only so much one man can do. Inconclusive inspection. Damn, we failed. Last time this area was overseen by their liege, the work ended inconclusively, but the framework that was put into place for improving the county. So we made some progress. But yeah, we weren't able to just like come in and fix everything, which is rough. You know, I was hoping that we would get to make a difference. I think that this is like the trials and struggles, you know, period for Zhao Jian here. Like this is where he is being tested. And honestly, I think it's fitting. I think that, you know, he needs to be tested. Greetings, Prefect Kong Zhao Jian. A measured man stepped softly into my study, flanked by some of my own officials. I come seeking a private audience, if I may. In you, I discern the makings of a scholar, a mind whose learning discipline reflects virtue. I'd like to offer my humble wisdom so that your governance may be tempered and your blade sharpened. Who is this? Meng Chi. This guy wants to be our mentor. Yeah, okay. Focus on studying is the only way. I mean, this guy is... he's not actually... I don't know if this guy strikes me as somebody that we could learn from. We're not humble. I don't think this guy would be an excellent mentor. I think that this guy, you know what, the way I see it is that this guy is actually trying to like gain this isn't selfless. I mean, look at his traits here. Wrathful, impatient, and vengeful. I think that this guy is trying to gain something from having us as a disciple rather than the other way around. And so I think that we're just going to focus on studying here. Yeah, to me that makes sense. You know, it feels like a reasonable to just focus on our studies while we're here, because we have a lot of learning to do if we are going to, you know, become anywhere near the legend of our great ancestor Confucius. And that learning will have to continue in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, Wanderers. If you want to support the channel, please do feel free to join as a channel member on YouTube. You get to make your own characters. You can also do this if you join on Patreon. You get to make your own characters. It helps support the channel. But even if not, leave a like on the video, leave a comment. Always helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one.